I'm muted. I'm sitting here going, Chris, can you hear me? Chris, can you hear me? It's Monday. Good morning. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Normally, I let a couple minutes go by and then we just kind of get started. But honestly, this is a pretty chill office hour. I'm going to just talk through. I give some tips on how to better use Senja. And then whatever questions you guys have, we spend the time going through it. Good morning, Stephanie. How are you? Great. And let me make sure that I am recording. Okay. Chris, remind me, are you a new Senja user or are you here just to kind of get a refresh?
I'm new. Yeah, a couple weeks ago, I signed up through Jason Resnick's promotion,
Amazing.
and actually, I had a problem with my initial um, uptake of it. I mean, I am planning on staying with the subscription, but
Okay.
but Jason had given out like this special promo thing, and it didn't go through. And I sent a thing. Ollie got back to me, but I still haven't heard from that. So
Okay.
he had said that I should mention that today, so maybe I'll mention it at the end again or whatever.
Yes.
Figure out what
No, actually, I saw your support
to do.
ticket, I think yesterday or late Friday. And so we will make sure that we get that credited to you.
Thank you.
Because I'm not sure what happened.
It
Because
honestly,
you
it could have
entered
been.
it, right? At checkout?
Well, honestly, it could have been my mistake of not entering it, but
Totally fine.
but I was like in my mind to do it, and then as soon as
Yeah.
it came back, I wrote because I just wanted to,
Yeah.
So
No, I'll take care of you. Don't
thank you,
worry.
thank
You're
you.
welcome. And then you signed up for Senja Starter. What tool you're using before?
I've tried different things like the
Mhm.
Thrive testimonial, the Bonjoro thing.
Sure.
We've got a lot of them. We've experimented with creating lots of different things, and now so I have a lot. I actually have a lot of good testimonials on my site, but I was like,
Yeah.
this will be better. So I kind of want to make the transition. I don't necessarily, so I'm
Okay.
just kind of like, where do I start? And I want to be able
Yeah.
to actually empower my assistants to be able to
Okay.
do it so that I don't have to do everything. So I'm just trying to, I had earmarked this time so that I could just
Mhm.
kind of like really give it a proper start. So
Totally. Yeah. And, I think too, with implementation or importing and implementation of Senja, anything that you need, you can always email me as well. Because we have the ability to kind of pop right into your account and take it over and help you in that way. So we can also, do that as well. And Stephanie too, I just saw your chat, but also like feel free to unmute and chat as well if you want to. But you said, I'm having problems sending a testimonial. I prepare the email. When I try to send it, it reverts to a default message. Okay. Walk me through and take your time to type it out or just unmute and let me know. But do you mean the email within the form or are you trying to send it a different way? Let me know in that. And while you're doing that, I'll give our little welcome. Unmute has been disabled. Oh, well, Chris, how did you get unmuted if Stephanie can't unmute? Let's see.
she might have had her mic
Um,
off when she joined the meeting.
yeah, maybe. Let's see if we can go into our settings. And let's see. I'm also very new to Butter, and this has not been my favorite tool whatsoever. I am not a fan of this because I never know where I'm supposed to click. Give me 1 second, Stephanie. I'm so sorry. I'm like, just unmute, just unmute. Okay, I enabled it, so you should be good to go. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting platform for sure. Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. And I take my video off as well. Chris, you're right. I had myself on mute when I signed in. I'm really perplexed. I'm also new to Senja.
Okay, welcome.
And I thank you. And I wanted a sort of a more systematic way of collecting testimonials because I haven't been great lately at doing so. So I thought this would be a good platform for that. I did a summit this past year, and I wanted to send out a request for testimonials to the speakers and also to participants. And so I set up a separate email message for that. And then when I went to invite by email, it just defaulted back to the original email. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do to prevent that.
Okay. Let's have you stay on after I go through some tips, and we'll screen share in your account and you can show me, because I wonder if it's as simple as like clearing your cache, like maybe your cookies or something is causing it, or maybe there's a bug that I'm not sure. But this is the first time I'm hearing about it. So
yeah.
We'll go through it.
Okay.
Totally. We'll get you squared away. Awesome. Okay. Well, welcome, guys. Just so you guys know too, I normally record this call and post it to YouTube, share it out to everybody who said they were coming but maybe couldn't make it. I also realized today is Labor Day. Did not even cross my mind that today is a holiday. I guess one, in part working, Senja, we're a UK based company, but two, I also am a freelancer. And so it's like, what's a holiday? But anyway, I am so grateful that the two of you are here. And usually in our call, most of the time, everyone here is brand new to Senja. So I like to give you guys tips and helpful insight on ways to actually maximize the platform. And then we'll get into the full Q&A. So as we kind of talk through things, if there's other questions that come up for you, please don't hesitate to ask. You can either put them in the chat or unmute. So the first thing that I want to go over when it comes to Senja, we kind of have 3 buckets, right? We have collect, manage, and share. And so anytime that you hear me on the education side talking about partnerships, that's what I do here at Senja. I am always going to come at it from those 3 angles. And so within our office hours, I like to share tips about it. So when it comes to collecting testimonials, one of the greatest tools that you can have is implementing the Senja extension in Google Chrome, because it allows you literally to pull in and or add testimonials from anywhere you're at on the internet. So I want to show you guys. So let's say, and I'm also an ARC browser, so if this looks kind of funky, that is why. And actually, I'm realizing you guys are only seeing, let me change my screen share. You're not seeing my entire screen. So when we are in the Chrome extension and you have testimonials in your account, just know it might look a little different depending on what you have. But you can see here, we can open up the tray at any time and you can see all of your testimonials that you've collected. You can interact with them here, but you can also import. So let's say that I am... Let's use Anna. She's incredible. So I got this really great testimonial from her. She was in my community for a long time. Outside of Senja, I own a consultancy. And so I can literally click create image, and we can use one of the built-in testimonial graphics. And obviously, as you add your own, they will show up here too when you save them. Let's say we want to create a new template, and it'll immediately take you to Senja to work on that. So you'll see that this data is here. But then let's say we are in, let me open it back up. And let's say we want to import. So we are here on well, let me get out of the Senja page 1 second. I'm trying to think, where could I show you guys? Here, we'll go to my site and we'll pretend that one of the testimonials is not actually in Senja, and I'll show you guys how to implement it. So this is my sales page for a cheap course that I sell. So let's say, we're on an old version, we haven't implemented into Senja, we'll use Haley, right? So we'll go to import, and we can say we want to import an image testimonial, and let's screenshot this real fast. And clicked out of my mouse. Sorry, guys. Let me go to the capture history. Pretend we just screenshotted this, and you can drag and drop it in here and import. So you can do it that way. You also can link it directly from any of the 18 platforms we have. So think YouTube. You can import a testimonial specifically from a YouTube video. So you don't even need to log into Senja to even add testimonials from different areas. So great example, if you are constantly seeing great testimonials from LinkedIn comments or YouTube comments, those are not getting collected from a Senja form. And so what you can do is just go directly to that video, go directly to that LinkedIn post, take them, import them without having to cause friction, log in, do all of those things. So I definitely recommend grabbing the Chrome extension if you haven't done so already. So the next thing that I want to go over and cover is managing testimonials and sending a thank you note. So Chris, Stephanie, Ryaz, are you guys doing this yet? I would love to know. Have you implemented sending thank yous when people give you a testimonial?
Not yet, but I've seen it from Jason. It's really powerful.
Amazing. Okay, yeah. I call him the Riz. I love him so much. I've known him for years. But yeah, so anytime that you get a testimonial in Senja, you can send a thank you. And you can do so by going to the testimonial itself. So let me show you guys, if we are in Senja in my account, and let's say that we just got this testimonial from Haley, right? We just imported that and pretend we have, well, this about it. I'll put just a fake email in there. But you ideally would have their email in here because they sent you through the form or you've manually added it in here. So you'll see on the testimonial, there's now this button that says thank customer. And if you do not have an email in there, the thank customer doesn't work because it doesn't have somewhere to send it, just so you guys know. So if you click thank customer, you can do the subject line, you can type in, obviously we give you guys that default, but you can manually type in what you want. And then you can record a video as well if you want to send something more personal. And so normally what I do is I have a video that I recorded in Tella. I use Tella instead of Loom. Love Tella, love what they're building. And I have one that's a generic thank you, and I just paste it in here instead of having to always consistently make sure I'm prepared. Like women in the room, you guys know, we want to make sure that our hair looks good and our makeup looks good. So maybe, there's some friction there recording video. And so, like I said, I have a generic thank you that I have recorded one time and I send it and put it in here and then send the thank you off to the individual. And this is just a great way for, especially with the forms that you guys have, and, you're asking so many questions, in order to get that feedback, chances are that your audience is spending anywhere from 3 to 7 minutes giving you a testimonial, right? Kind of depending on what you're asking. And so we want to make sure that we're giving that equal time back and really making sure that they feel appreciated for giving us that time. We've also seen that people that are thanked, you have a higher rate of having them come back, not just to either buy from you, but also just engaging with you overall, because it's becoming more of a one-to-one relationship, not a 1-to-0, right? We're always busy, I believe that, but I do think that this takes 30 seconds and it should absolutely be in your workflows, especially if you're doing the work already to collect the testimonial. Why not do the work to continue building that relationship? And then the last thing is sharing testimonials. So our third bucket, absolutely mix and match widgets on your sales page. So there are so many widgets that we have that you can select from in your account. And so for instance, on my sales page specifically, I have 3 different widgets on my customer journey workbook. So first I have the rating and from how many people with the little, their little headshots there. And you can also turn on and off the ability to showcase the Senja powered by. So you can customize this. I also customize the font, the color of the stars. So you can truly brand these for whatever your brand looks like. So that's the first widget that I have. Then if you scroll down, I have a scrolling widget of longer testimonials here. And you can also on this widget, customize it so it stops when you hover. You can also turn this on that when you click them, they kind of pop up and show you even more. You can also do kind of like a read more and just have like the same lines, right? If you wanted every testimonial to be 3 lines, etc., and then show more. And then I have mine set up that mine is linked to my affiliate code. And so anytime someone clicks on the collect testimonials by Senja, it actually pops up and tracks my affiliate click, which is really great. And so you can do that in your account as well. And then these are a separate widget that I have here to showcase just a different design and really highlight technically, my two favorite testimonials I've ever gotten. One being from Dell, and then Haley was one of my kind of first people that ever purchased from me as a freelancer. And so I hold these testimonials so deep in my heart. And that is why I've chosen to really highlight them in their own widget. And so all this is an iframe embed, but you can also, with any widget in your account, if you want to mix and match them and why is this not loading? Really get into branding them. You can download your widgets at any time as images as well. You don't have to embed them if you don't want to. Let me log in. Okay. And then the other widget that I wanted to talk about that's brand new to most users now is this pop-up in the bottom corner. And so where did it go? We can just click on, let me go into my saved. Because you can always, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you accidentally click a widget to start, you can always change them. So if you're like designing this, you're like, wait, I hate the way it looks on my website, you can always go back and change them. And so one of them that you can add now is this kind of pop-up in the bottom corner, which is really great for conversion, especially on sales pages. And you can add in as many testimonials as you want by manually selecting them. And or doing, one, right? Like Seth, he's like, Sarah's fucking awesome. Maybe I don't want that necessarily on a sales page. So I can deselect that testimonial from popping up because, some people feel a certain type of way about, swearing. This is also a great example. If you don't have a headshot for somebody or they didn't say yes to sharing that, you probably don't want that in a pop-up because it doesn't look real, right? So you can also deselect which testimonials that you want. And then again, designing it with your branding there as well. And then also, for mobile, different things like that. So that is, and yeah, don't want to save that. So that is how we want to mix and match widgets. And then the only other thing that I'm going to share, because we officially announced Magic Video this morning, if you guys got that email notification, Magic Video is out of beta. And so if you have video testimonials, we really want you testing out Magic Video. Magic Video, basically what it does is when you have video testimonials in your account, it will then create a sizzle reel for you. And I actually don't have any video testimonials. So let me switch into the Senja account so I can show you guys what it looks like. So you'll basically select the length of the video that you want. So just think a YouTube short or shorter is what we can create here. So 30 seconds up to 3 minutes. And with this, everybody automatically can make 5 magic videos per month in your account, and then you can purchase more credits if you want, or you can just join one of our affiliate challenges. If you're not already an affiliate, I definitely recommend signing up because I give everybody like 10 to 20 free credits a month just for doing things and sharing Senja. And so let's say that we want to just use our last 3 testimonials here. We can click that. We can do it by tag. You can really just manually select the ones that you want. We'll click continue, and then you can select the prompt or write a specific prompt. So let's say we want an emotional video. So we'll go ahead and click continue. And then what it's going to do over the next 45 seconds or so is it's going to upload all of them, add the transcript, add the branding. It's going to add AI music, and then it's going to cut the video so that you can literally download it and put sizzle reels anywhere that you want on your website. So this is a great example. I have a client, I don't know if you guys know who Justin Moore is. He owns Creator Wizard. I have multiple testimonials from him and the work I do with him that are 9 minutes long, right? These videos are very long testimonials, and obviously I'm grateful. But for me, I just want those nuggets. And so Magic Video is a great way to pull those nuggets out, get the transformation, show the problem and solution that you help your audience with, and then share that in a really concise way. So literally me just explaining that, now the video is done. And as you can see, you can actually click. So if you're like, oh, I don't want a vertical, I want to do a Instagram post, it will actually auto crop it for you, crop the video, crop the captions on the testimonial. You can also manipulate the subtitles. You can change the branding. You can change the color or the music and completely disable the music as well if you're like, I don't want any of this. And then the branding as well, you can take off the details of anybody in there. So let's say we don't want the customer company or their tagline. We just want their name. You can see that got toggled off. You can also turn off the Senja branding. And just so you guys know, with this specifically, you can't change the link of the Made with Senja. So that just goes to our generic landing page. This isn't something like the widgets that you can attribute to your affiliate link and kind of add that in there. So that's up to you. You know, if you want to be tracking signups and things, you can toggle it on or off. And then literally you just download it and you're good to go. And you can make as many as you want every single month. And you know what's really cool is you're spending virtually nothing on Magic Video, right? You're getting 5 a month for free. And one video, we reached out to a bunch of video editors and we're like, hey, what would you charge for a sizzle reel like this? And at minimum, we heard back that they would charge $250. And you guys saw it in a 2-minute window. We made this video. And so, you know, for us, our entire, you know, goal is to really continue to help you guys build human relationships and make sure that in doing so, it's real life, it's real people, right? But we can also use AI next to that without it manipulating the truth, so to speak, right? We're not creating fake testimonials. We don't even have remotely that capability in Senja, but to make things easier to share them, that is where tools like Magic Video come in and are really amazing. How are we feeling about those tips and tricks in Magic Video? We love it. I saw some thumbs up popping up in Butter, which is really great. Okay, cool. So the next thing that we have I clicked the wrong button, is our Q&A. Now, I did not see any questions come through when you guys RSVP'd. So obviously, you know, any questions that you have now, Desian, oh, hi. I didn't even see that you popped in. Magic Video is amazing. I'm obsessed. It's seriously like, I'm just like, who can I make a Magic Video for today? You know, like I love going into customers' accounts and being like, oh my God, let me make you a Magic Video. But yeah, so any questions that you guys have, feel free to unmute and ask away. Stephanie, I do want to screen share with you. So we're going to hold yours until all the general questions are done. And then, you know, we can kind of let people go and then I'll stay on with you. And Desi Ann, you are new to Senja. I love that. Which plan are you on? Are you on the free plan? Are you on Senja Starter? How did you hear about Senja? Would love to know all the dirty details. And and feel free to unmute too if you want instead of typing. Totally up to you to do that. Cool. Okay. Chris, do you have any questions I can answer?
Yeah. Well, one is probably banal, but I uploaded I imported the Senja Chrome extension before this meeting. But I'm getting a note in my account that says that I don't have it, which is weird. It says, please install it, you know, refresh after the install. I tried that, but I can't figure that out. But I'm not sure if that's, yeah.
And you're logged in?
Yeah.
Weird. Do you want to screen share and show me real fast?
I could try. Yeah, let me try.
Okay.
How do I do this? I've never been on Butter before. So.
Do you
share?
Yeah, you'll click share. I was going to say, I don't know if you guys have the same toolbar that I do.
It's just okay. Entire screen.
And then while you're doing that, Desi, I go through affiliate applications kind of like every other day. So I will probably see it today and approve you. That's still a manual process that we do. Perfect. Okay. And then basically at the bottom, Chris, that like pop-up of the screen share, you see that little box, you'll just click that. Like, do you see where, kind of right diagonal from that pop-up that says you are, yeah, just click on it. So it's
okay.
Bigger.
Thanks. It's like a mirror or something.
Very thing. Yeah. And then you'll just go to the tab.
Yeah. So, okay. So this is like at the top here, you see it says download it, but then I already have, because if I go, like you can see here, like it says remove from Chrome. Like I've already done it. So
that is so odd. And you go back to the Senja tab for me. And if you please install it for instant access to every testimonial. And you clicked that refresh link right there?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I mean, I'll
and
try
it
it
just,
again. Let's
and
see
it
what
just
happens.
doesn't.
It's because you can't see, you can only remove it. So I have it. But
Right.
anyway, I mean.
Okay, so yeah, go back to the Senja tab. And then are you on a Mac or are you on a PC?
Mac.
Okay, so on the Mac, on that tab, do Command-Shift-R, and it's the hard refresh of the page. And then maybe that'll fix it. Wonder if maybe that pop-up just like, no, what the heck? Okay, and then go to another page. I don't know, go to like, I'm trying to think of, do you have a page in mind that has a testimonial or something on it? Or just like text? Just go somewhere that has
Okay.
like text on the page.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll go to
Um,
my website.
Perfect. And then click on the Senja extension, like in your toolbar.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of trying to figure out how to do that too. Is that where I'm
It
clicking
should be
here?
there. Yeah, click that
Here?
little puzzle. No, those are your bookmarks. Click on the little puzzle icon next to your extensions. The one to the left of it.
This one? Oh,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
Yeah. And then
Senja, right here.
yeah, and then click the pin. Or I guess it is pinned. Yeah, click on it so it pops up.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, you can't be in the Chrome extension tab. Go to your website.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't, it's weird, like the extension page doesn't let you use the extensions. It's very odd. And then you'll click on that puzzle icon again.
Okay. And
then click Senja.
Senja. Okay.
Okay, this is the issue. Yep, there you go. So now you need to log into Senja here and connect your account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now you should be good.
All right. Thanks a lot. And then a couple other quick questions. If you got it for me. The Tella is better than Loom. You like Tella better? Yeah. Okay.
I do. I think that their editor is really fantastic. You can film like multiple videos and splice them together. You can change backgrounds, captions. There's so much you can do in Tella, and it's the same price. It's like $120 a year.
Okay.
So,
right. And as far as like importing comments on YouTube,
yeah.
Like I have like, I don't know, thousands of comments on YouTube. What's the easiest way to import like tons of screenshots from YouTube, or like
you have to do a video. Yeah, you have to do video by video. So go in your account and click on the import under collect.
Right here.
And then you'll go import from web. And then you'll click the YouTube icon. It's the second one, the second to last. Yep. And then you'll add in the link. Of the
video.
Of the video, yeah. And then it'll automatically pull in all the comments, and you can just approve or delete.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's how I do it.
Amazing.
Yeah. And then normally what I do in my account too is I don't know what type of content you create on YouTube, but I have different tags. So some videos I do demos, some videos are more, so I'm a Notion consultant. That's one thing that, I do. And so if I have a Notion video, I have a tag that's like Notion video. So I know when I'm building widgets, which testimonials belong to what, especially from content. So, and then those tags are universal. And so if I have, let's say, I just did a partnership with Notion about offline mode. So they put out this big video that they came to Austin and filmed. And so the comments from that LinkedIn post that they posted go to my Notion tag in Senja. So it's not just YouTube, but it's kind of all my socials across the board is how I organize them.
Well, because one of it said platforms, but then that one was the web. So, okay.
Yeah.
If I had to have like an overview, like really quick, like obviously I have to go to YouTube and get testimonials, it already grabbed some off my website from just seeing ones from Thrive or whatever.
Yep.
And then you can go like into email and find stuff, I guess. I mean, just basically, I need to, and then the videos. If I want to import video testimonials into Senja, is that
yes
different?
Yes, there is a space limit though. So remember me joking about Justin's testimonials are always like 9 minutes long. They're too big to import. And so normally what I do is I put it into well, Justin specifically, let me just say, I don't do this for everybody. But I will go into Final Cut and splice it into, kind of he does talking head points. So think like if he would have filled out my form in Senja, it would have been like 5 questions he answered. So I splice that video that way, then import each version of the video. It's 1,000 megabytes. So think like, 3-minute video is going to be your tops.
Okay, so but if I have a 3-minute or under video, I can just somehow import it directly.
Yeah, so you can upload the file. If it's a Dropbox link, if it's a Telelink, Google Drive link, you can import all of those. Yeah, you just might hit that limit. And that's what I was going to say for everybody here too. If you have, this is a great reason why you should come to Wednesday's webinar with Melissa from Millennial Marketing Money, which I have a link for, which I'll put up in a second. She is going to be talking all about how to turn Senja into your one single source of truth and how to pull them all into one place. But what I would recommend, I don't know why it's not letting me screen share. What I would recommend is, putting together a, Google Sheet or a CSV file, and then I don't know why this little box isn't loading. And then just upload the CSV directly into Senja that way. But then if you have a ton of screenshots, you can also do the same thing with a Google Drive folder and import all of them that way. So I think for Chris, for you, you have Thrive, but you also have Bonjour, you have all of these different things. So maybe figure out an easy way, if you can't auto import them from the platform, if we don't support it yet, to build a CSV and just import that, and it'll take you 5 seconds,
A CSV of links.
Yeah, of links, exactly. Or the text, right? If you just have, you were saying email, right? If you have just a bunch of emails, copy and paste the text in there and then import the CSV that way.
Okay, yeah, that's something I can give to my assistant. So that's helpful. You're saying on Wednesday, no, I won't ask that, but it sounds like it's going to be important.
So every month, so I'll come back to y'all's questions in a second, but just since we're on here, I'm going to switch screens a second. But every first Wednesday of the month, we host a partner webinar. And so this coming Wednesday is with Melissa from Millennial Money. And she basically helps clients with testimonials, reviews. And so we're going to talk a lot about how to create a single source of truth in Senja and import from all of those platforms. Specifically, we're going to talk about Google reviews and how the difference, with us compared to pretty much any other testimonial platform is that with Senja, you 100% own your testimonials. So if you leave our platform, you can take them all with you. Whereas if Google reviews shuts down, you lose all of them. Trustpilot, you do not own your testimonials. That is in their terms and conditions. And so if you leave, you can't technically take them with you. So definitely recommend that you guys RSVP to that. So this QR code goes right back to Luma where you RSVP to today's office hours. And then if you are not already a Senja affiliate, please scan this QR code as well. I'll make it a little bit bigger. I don't know why that image keeps not loading when I click present. Anyway, you get 30% on all commission as a Senja affiliate lifetime. And then we do bonus challenges. Like this month, we're about to surpass $100,000 that our affiliates have earned in revenue. And so the person who hits the 100,000, I'm literally just giving them $500 just to like celebrate. So there's a lot of really cool things within our affiliate program if you guys are not already a part of it. Okay. Who raised their hand? I saw it real fast and then it kind of, Christine, go ahead. You are on the stage, my dear.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome. Hi.
Hi. It's good to meet you. I cannot remember what questions I submitted, but I'm curious. So after I'd submitted my questions, I figured a bunch of stuff out. I went into total hyper focus.
Sure.
And I'm curious, is is there any capability in Senja, or is it coming to where we can send out a testimonial request form to where, if I've seen this on another platform and I have no idea what it was, but I attended an event and they used this where they sent you a link and it had questions. And then after the question, it flipped to a screen where you answer the question either with a video and it automatically went to the selfie camera, or with a written response. Is that something that might be in the pipeline?
Nope, it already exists. So in your forms,
oh my gosh, great.
Yeah, so in your forms, let's say this is a great example. This was when we launched. Oh, I'm not screen sharing the right thing. Give me 1 second, guys. I keep clicking window and not full screen, and I need to just fix myself. Okay, so in here, in your form, so let's just go into the magic video testimonial form. So when you build one, and we're going to click edit. And now it's obviously, we've updated our forms. I know you guys are new to Senja, but if you maybe started Senja, let's say 2 months ago, and now you're like diving in, you might need to update your form. So this might be a little different. But when you get into the form itself, and you go to the question, let's just pick this one. Let me add a question here. I'm scrolling too fast. So if we click add a question, we'll just click one of the random ones. Down here at the bottom, we have the ability to do video, text, or both. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you can select which one you want them to do. So when they're going through the form, they get the option to pick. But you could also just say, I just want video, or I just want text. And you can do that per question. It's not form specific. So also, you can ask as many questions as you want. I recommend try to capture as detailed of a testimonial as you can of feedback, so you can literally cut and paste into not just sizzle reels, but also, maybe you want to do a widget solely on a before and after transformation. You need to be asking that question, right? So you can easily organize. But yeah, every question you can pick and choose video or testimonial or text. Sorry.
Awesome. Yeah. Very cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
I feel like I had another one on the tip of my tongue, but okay. If it comes back to me, I'll let you know.
Sounds
That's
good.
Really helpful though. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. And then let's see. Oh, Desianne, you said that you're new to Senja and you're on the free plan. Love it. I wonder who you heard it through, because I feel like maybe we should make sure that you get that $1 promo to actually really try Senja and get all of the paid features too. So let me know if you want that, and I'm happy to credit your account. And you applied for affiliate, which we already talked about. Great. Yeah, I approve affiliates kind of every other day, every couple of days, depending on how many come through. The only real time that I'll decline an affiliate application is if you don't have a Senja account, or if you are a directory. We don't allow affiliates to be part of kind of like tools directories. But other than that, as long as you're willing to promote us, we want you here, And actually, our affiliate resource hub, guys, this is also like why you should join, is because we've literally given you so much content for you to just copy and paste to promote Senja. We have assets, we have pre-written copy, pre-made images. And so it's kind of like a no-brainer to promote. Oh, Desi, you came through Resnick too. I love that. Amazing. Yeah, the Res he's great. I've known him, probably 6 or 7 years now. We met through Jay Klaus's community. So that's kind of the people I roll with, so to speak. Christine said, do you have any affiliate tips for bringing people on board? Do you mean by within your community, getting people signed on to Senja, or how to engage new affiliates? Kind of give me the details on that question.
Yeah, as an affiliate, how to bring people in, how to market it. I think you answered my question as I was submitting it.
Oh, no, that's okay.
You said there's a resource hub.
Yeah, let me pull it up so you guys can see. So we have this really great resource hub here. So when you guys join, you get access to it. And it's got all of this stuff in it. So, details about the program, Senja assets, so all of our logos, how to talk about Senja, links, etc. But we actually just put together, I don't know if you guys know who Jenna Bonham Carter is. She is a course creator, Instagram influencer, and from her, she did a 5-day sequence with us, 5-day email nurture sequence. And let me zoom this in so you can see. Hopefully you can see that. Her 5-day email sequence brought us 36 new customers and 75 referrals. It was insane. It's the most we've ever seen from a campaign. And so we actually copied and pasted what she did, not obviously her actual copy, but we have seen so much success from affiliates using this anatomy and telling personal stories, talking about the features that make it work and why they love Senja. That really is the most success you can have. And one of the things that's Gemma did in this sequence is she talked about being on a different platform. Chris, kind of circling back to you of, being on Bonjour or Thrive. And she was very blasé about collecting testimonials, right? It was kind of an afterthought. I feel like that's normal for most people. Testimonials are not a forward thought. And she moved over to Senja, built a form, emailed her audience and was like, hey, would love a testimonial from you. And in 24 hours, got 100 testimonials submitted. Now, mind you, she does have an email list of like 20,000. So that's a normal conversion, 1 to 2%. But that then triggered her to use things like the rewards in the forms to collect even more testimonials. So in this sequence, she then went on to talk about how the rewards feature in Senja is literally the conversion and how she gets testimonials, but also how she continues to sell things, does upsells, surprise and delights with that reward tool. And yeah, so this is what we saw. So, from her promoting this, she made about $7,500 in affiliate commission over time, which is wild when you think about it, right? That's a huge number for a lot of people. That's like one year of rent, depending on what city you live in, right? It's a good chunk of change. And so, yeah, so we have a lot of tools and tips and tricks like this, Christine, in the affiliate hub for you to use. And then one thing that I'm working on is getting you guys specific assets per feature. And so if you want to just talk about magic video or you just want to talk about rewards, making sure you guys have those images that copy specifically by feature. That is something that is on my radar that I'm working on now. Cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
really helpful.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got to get you signed up, guys.
A quick question about the affiliate thing. Can I ask?
Sure, Chris, go ahead.
So I have like an email list of pretty engaged email list, about 9,000, but I teach music education. So not all of them are freelancers. And
Sure.
So I'm just curious what comes to your mind about that kind of how to pitch like a tool like this for people who may not be entrepreneurs, or if it really should be for entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I mean, we from like a sponsorship perspective, a partnership perspective, we're more focused on creators, not freelancers, which I think, there is obviously gray area there, right? Like, yes, I'm a freelancer, but I'm also a creator. It just kind of depends on what day of the week it is, but I think, for you, it could be that you are asking for testimonials and you're kind of warming your list up. And then we are, promoting in your list. And that's actually a really cool thing that we do compared to any other affiliate partnership or program, is that at any given time, you are allowed to say that your content is sponsored by Senja. Even if we are not officially sponsoring you from like giving you a set amount of money, anytime you share your affiliate link, you are allowed to say that this is sponsored by Senja, which is really great, especially for people who are new to sponsorships. Maybe you want to start, warming your email list up. Maybe you haven't done any sponsorships yet. It's a really like lax way to do that. But from music educators, yeah, like Christine already added in there, testimonials from doing sessions, gigs, recordings. And I think, showcasing testimonials from the education side of what you are helping them go through. And then saying, hey, I did this with Senja. If
Right.
you have a course or a program,
Right. Yeah.
I'm even, our
I like
nephew,
that.
yeah, so our nephew is in School of Rock, or both our nephews were. And, I'm thinking like you do a little gig and you're like messaging the parents and being like, how was, our kid's first guitar solo? You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of opportunity there. And yeah, like Christine said, even student feedback. But from a sponsorship perspective, I think making it fun, even if you, oh my God, how cool would it be to like record, somebody playing and saying like, before I worked with Chris, I didn't know what these chords were. And then they like play it. And then all of a sudden it's like, and now I'm like this insane guitarist, like I feel like there's a lot of fun that especially you could have from a music perspective of getting that content and sharing that in your content,
Well, no, and just specifically about the affiliate thing, that's it's just like it's a very soft, so it could be just like a value email, like a standard email that I send. And like, by the way, Senja's a sponsor, or if you happen to be someone that could take advantage of social proof for whatever reason, this is what I'm using now, and it's amazing, and check it out. I like that a lot. Speaking of which, like I have tons of offers and tons of segments within my client base, as you were just like imagining, and correctly. And so I already saw that like you can have new projects, but then if you want to have different offers segmented, then it needs to be tags. Can you speak just a little bit about what's the limits of projects? And if I have 20 different offers and, I want the right testimonial for the right offer, like, can you speak on that briefly?
Yeah. So I would, for y'all, thinking about projects, I would treat projects more as you are an agency setting up businesses on Senja, and each project is a different business. I wouldn't consider a project a product, if that makes sense. So what I would do is have a form per product. You can also have like a generic form, right? Like, I have a couple like odd and end offers, like let's say like hourly consulting. It's not my main gig. I'm not selling hourly, but every now and again, I get people who pay me for an hour of my time and I want a general testimonial. So I have a form that I just kind of shoot off to anybody that I'm not like really capturing the details and I'm not asking direct questions. But when you get to your product and you want very specific feedback, like a great example, let's say you run your course on Mighty Networks, right? And you're new to Mighty Networks, you're testing it out. You may ask in a Senja form saying, hey, like, how was the UI of this course? Were you able to go through it really well? Did you enjoy Mighty Networks? So that would be something you would ask specific on one form. So I would attribute a form and a tag to one area of your business and replicate that across the board, unless something is so high level that you can kind of just use the same form for, and it's general feedback, if that makes sense. But I wouldn't lean into general feedback for everything, because then it, with the tagging and stuff, it can get a little hard to organize those widgets. But yeah, I mean, I would say, from the projects you can have, you're on Senja Starter. So I believe you get 5 projects. Don't quote me on that. I think it's 5, and then we can add on from there. And then it becomes kind of like an additional paid seat concept, but then we have an agency plan. So if you're building for clients, anybody that's on this call, and let's say you're an agency setting this up, we can get you on the agency plan, and then you can set up, hundreds of clients on Senja and manage them through a project. So that's kind of the difference there.
Something you just said there, though, made me think that I should replace my typical surveys, like after an event or after a program start, saying, what is your feedback on this program? But can I use this to replace my standard like Survey Monkey, because then the testimonial is also in there? That's
you 1,000% should. Yeah. Yeah. And like we have it where you guys will get it after this call too. I think I have it scheduled. It goes out about like half hour later. But like in Luma, we have the testimonial form for office hours linked. So anytime we are asking for feedback, it's connected across the board, you know? So I would just, yeah. And like before I really got in with Senja, you know, I'm a paper form expert. So all of my forms for feedback were in paper form. And then they just kind of lived in that platform. And then it was like, well, then I have to put it into Canva. And it was like this whole big thing. It's like, why not just put everything into Senja and then spew it out and have full control over how you do the spewing, you know?
So I don't need projects. If I have 5 different offers and I want different customers that are sorted for those particular things, like I'm selling to teach, you know, I'm selling B2B and then I'm selling B2C over here, I can just have a separate form and or a separate tag, and that'll allow me to only show the ones that I want on this offer page versus that offer page.
Yeah. Right, so you can see here, like, you know, every time I do an affiliate challenge, I have a testimonial form. We've got testimony. And do you see how it's like color coded? So those are like different types of forms that you're creating. So you can also like color code based on like the area of the business, etc. Yeah. Well, cool. Let me check the chat, just make sure. Stephanie, let's get you, because I have a call at 11, so I do have a hard stop. So let's get your screen share up so I can help you with the email. And while you're doing that, Desi-Ann, did you have any other questions that I can answer? Or Christine, if you have any other questions too. Okay, great, Desi. Awesome. Okay. And then Stephanie, you're welcome, Chris. And you guys are more than happy to like hang out. I just wanted to go through this screen share, but yeah, definitely can hang out. And then just so you guys know, while we are, let me actually turn off my screen share, Stephanie, so you can do it. I put up the replay of these usually by the end of the day or first thing the next day. So it'll be on our YouTube channel, but I send a blast out through Luma that's like, hey, the recording's up. But my email, if you guys ever need anything, my email is partners@senja.io. So you can email me whenever you want. Any questions you guys have, nothing's off limits. You can always reach out, and I'm happy to help with anything that I can.
So,
yeah.
Let's see here. No, I don't know. Okay, it did come up because I haven't for some reason been seeing videos.
Okay.
I thought I installed the Chrome extension.
Okay. It's just telling me that you're setting up a screen share. Is it
okay?
On your side, is it saying that?
Okay. I'm seeing it.
Weird.
And I am having problems during this call. During this call, for some reason, all of a sudden, everybody's video went. I can see the boxes, but it's like everybody has hidden. I didn't see what you were sharing.
Oh no. Okay.
And I was clicking around trying to see, is there some kind of button?
Well, you know what? I can, without you
you can go into
sharing, I can go into your account. Let me do that real fast.
Okay. And so how do I cancel screen share?
Let's do that. Let me refresh my side and we can figure it out from there. Maybe it's going to let me. Let's see. My internet's been real weird too, guys. I don't know what is going on. Senja.retweet. Oh, there we go. Okay. And then Stephanie, let's see.
Right, and I have the starter plan.
Okay. What's your email that you're using for Senja?
slewis@livewellflow.com.
Okay.
SLEWIS.
I gotcha. It for me, your last name's not showing. So when I typed in Stephanie Lewis, it's like,
yeah, okay.
We don't have anybody, and I'm like, that's not true.
right. Yeah, it just says Stephanie.
Oh, okay. So then I'm in your forms, and is it the bundles testimonial, the all access?
No. So if we go into the all access pass testimonial form,
okay,
we go into edit. You see that I've created a message.
I can see
there.
the email. Yep.
Right. Okay. So then when I go to, I want to share it, right? And I do that, and I want to invite using email. What pops up is the default email. I gotta click minute.
Yeah. Okay.
And
so
each time I go through, that's all I see.
Okay. Let me do a test. The other thing is that you are on the old forms, so I wonder if that is the issue.
Okay.
So let me click next. Okay,
So,
so pick a template or write a message. Okay, so I think where the confusion is where you wrote that message, that is considered the welcome page of the testimonial. It's not the email. So it's not that it's wrong. I would just copy and paste that into the email side of it and then just show it twice, basically. But yeah, the welcome page really is, so when somebody lands on the testimonial page, that's the first thing that they see before they record you a testimonial, whether it's text or written, or text or video, sorry. But yeah, so I would just maybe copy and paste that. So you'll go into that the invite your customers, invite using email. You'll type the name of, so the thing is, when you invite by email, it's a one person thing. So you have to send one at a time. So you type the name, type the email. And then when you click next, the next screen is message where you would put that in.
Okay. But I think so when I did that, this is what popped up. So if I go into share and I invite using email, next.
Yeah, it gives you that the blank template, because where you posted it was the welcome page. That has nothing to do with the email you sent.
Okay. So I have to put it into this.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, that seems
and
really redundant.
What I would recommend, well, that's because it's the welcome page. So that's after they click the link to then access the testimonial form. So that's why I was saying is on this welcome page in your form, I would tweak this message. I wouldn't write it like an email. I would just maybe pull some nuggets out of it and maybe get rid of the hi first name and then leave the rest. And then, and then send the email from there. And so that's how I would do it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Glad we got it figured out. And
then,
me
too.
And then do you see, so if you're on the forms dashboard, do you see how next to, or technically underneath where it has like the unique visits, the testimonials, and the response rate, there's that little button. It says, "Bye, Desi, it's good to see you." Click those and then you'll get the new flow of the forms, and it's a lot clearer, if I'm being honest. It's a little of a cleaner UI. So, and you can always revert them back to the classic, but there's more stuff that's in the new forms. Just it's cleaner, it's easier to use. But if you need any more help, just shoot me a message. I'm happy to help anytime.
Okay, terrific. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. And also welcome to the platform. I'm so happy you're
here. I am too. And you might want to suggest to them that they do something other than this butter thing.
Yeah, listen, it's me and Ollie. And we have a maintenance engineer who just started. So I have full authority to change stuff. So if butter's not working for us, I'm a Google Meet girl. I will gladly go back to that. But I do agree. I think that like some people have just had issues in butter on y'all's side, and that is not the experience that I want you guys to have. So maybe next office hours we'll be back in Google. Well, enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, if you have any other questions, shoot me an email. I could pop into your account anytime and we'll get you sorted.
Terrific. All right. Thanks. You have a good day.
You're welcome. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.